Bazinga punks, and welcome back with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is season 7, episode 9. Last week we had an excellent episode. Raj met again with Lucy, and then became very frustrated with himself after a date Penny set him up on goes really sideways. Poor guy, really funny to watch though. And then Leonard had to wear that itchy sweater until he could return that DVD. Just looking at him right now makes my skin feel itchy. This episode though is called the Thanksgiving Decoupling. Oh no? Who's gonna break up here? Because Bernadette and Howard are solid, and that only really leaves Sheldon and Amy and Leonard and Penny. I don't see any reason for Sheldon and Amy to break up so suddenly. She's already been patient for such a long time. And then with Leonard and Penny, I feel like the fan base would get kind of fed up if they went off again before being on again. But maybe it's a parent thing. Raj's parents weren't doing too well last time, right? I don't know. Alright, let's check it out. We are 2 or 4 weeks ahead over on Patreon. Leave a like and let's get started.
The math is all there. It's not real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but look, it is scientifically impossible for a person to tip a cow. Even you, with your stocky build and lumberjack shoulders, you couldn't do it.
Hey!
I clearly remember the cow standing up and then the cow on its side.
Were you drunk?
Maybe she was on her side.
16 in Nebraska. What do you think?
I think you're the one who fell over.
Well, that would explain why the sky was also on its side.
Is cow tipping really not a thing?
Cow tipping, real or not?
I'm gonna say not. That's just based on me trying to roll my mom over when she's snoring.
Oh, man.
She's invited all of you to Thanksgiving at her house.
Cool. Will we actually get to see her face?
Yeah, I've been told that a bald refusal of an invitation is rude, and one must instead offer a polite excuse. So I'd love to go,
but I don't want to.
Unfortunately, that sounds awful.
Sheldon complained about my cooking all day.
Excuse me, but every year
it's a
you
tradition.
prepare a terrible meal, and every year I criticize it. Our traditions mean nothing to you?
I want to.
Horrible traditions.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in.
Cool.
Sheldon.
Oh, fine, I'll go. But if her food is delicious, Thanksgiving is ruined, and it's on you.
Bring some terrible food with you.
Did we really have to go to Mrs. Wallowitz's house?
Yes.
We do.
Now I know how the African slaves felt. Being dragged from their homes to labor under the yoke of the white man.
Holy crap, you're not making that comparison.
Honestly, you can have a nice Thanksgiving anywhere. I spent one in Vegas.
You did?
Huh.
Back when I was dating Zach. We went to one of those cheesy wedding chapels. We had a really good turkey dinner, which was surprising since we were at a strip club.
What about this chapel?
Wait, you went to a chapel?
We had one of those silly fake weddings.
Fake. Fake? Oh, they use this storyline in so many
real,
sitcoms.
Right?
No, they're not.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are. No, they're not.
They're not.
He's right.
They're real.
No, they're not.
But it didn't seem real.
Oh, poor
Let
Penny.
me ask you a question.
Oh, you brought beer for everybody.
Nope, just for himself.
Okay, yeah, it's for everybody.
We're gonna have a quiet day and watch the game here.
Howard, the medicine's not working!
Well, you can watch the game here.
Just took it. At least let it reach your first stomach.
Oh, man.
What's wrong with your mom? Her gout's flaring up. Turns out an apple pie a day doesn't.
I guess we're gonna have to do all the cooking.
I have a better idea.
If you think you're gonna make me do all this by myself, you're crazy.
I was gonna make Raj do it all by himself.
Oh, well, that's
Oh.
a great idea.
Cool. Awesome. Poor Raj.
No traffic, we're sailing.
Yes, like we're on a ship coming from Africa to America.
You're still on that.
This is completely inappropriate. You can't keep comparing yourself to a slave.
Yes, Miss Amy.
Holy crap.
You're actually married. You need to get this taken care of.
I will. Why are you making this such a big deal?
Oh, I have a reason. It
No,
could be
no.
because you said yes to marrying Zach, but every time Leonard's proposed, he's gotten a resounding no. That's just off the top of my head.
That makes it worse.
So how do I undo this?
Were you unable to consummate the marriage?
Penny, next.
Sheldon.
Is there any evidence of fraud, bigamy, want of understanding?
Want of understanding.
Understanding. What
There we
does
go.
that even mean?
Ding,
It
ding,
means-
ding, we
yep, yep.
winner.
Oh,
It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without an Indian providing the food.
wow.
Now, where does your
Wow.
mom keep the Crisco?
He loves you.
Does he?
Does he?
He cares about you a lot.
Really?
I do crap for you all the time. Get out there.
It just kept de-escalating for all these reasons. Just get out there. Talk to him about football. Try to
Your
learn.
wife's in Arizona with the grandkids.
Uh-huh.
You're really giving him nothing, though.
And my mom's been to Arizona. She rode one of those mules down in the Grand Canyon. Long story short, they had to shoot it. Because she's so fat.
Oh, okay. Thanks for explaining that joke. Oh.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It smells wonderful. Anyone
It's ruined.
slaving away in the kitchen? Because I too know what.
Sheldon.
She's mad at me because she just found out she's married to Zach.
Really? That dumbass you used to date? That's
Yeah, that dumbass. It is pretty
I
funny.
believe I felt.
You need any help?
Yeah, can you reach that gravy board up there?
Sure.
Great, that makes one of you.
Short jokes. Now she's
We
helping.
have a lot. Amy, you're on rolled cranberries and making sure Bernadette stays away from the marshmallows.
Why? She's just like
That's right, I
snacking
see
on
you.
them.
Okay, if you have any...
Did you guys know Penny married Zach 3 years ago?
Oh man, marshmallows in her mouth. That's fantastic.
You ever play football? I did get tackled in the hallway once. The whole school cheered.
All right.
Hey, I found the court papers that you and Zach need to fill out.
I get it. I screwed up. Is this all we're gonna talk about the rest of the day?
Why are you mad at me? You're the one that did this stupid thing. I'm just trying to fix it.
Ugh, I need some air.
Oh.
Penny.
I've kept my marriage together for 35 years. Can I weigh in here?
Sure.
I'm trying to watch the game. Shut up.
She didn't do it on purpose, and
How do
you're
you
not.
not make a first
Oh,
down
man.
there?
They passed against a nickel defense. They should have run it off tackle.
Look at that.
How the hell do you know that?
My father loved football. He always made me watch it before I was allowed to do my homework.
Allowed to do your homework
He's on his way here now.
Wait,
now.
you invited him here?
I'm getting ready to weigh in again.
I would throw a quick slant to a wide out, given that the defense is showing blitz.
Oh, I love a good blitz, especially with sour cream.
No, not that kind of.
Get it? Because it sounds like blintz.
Yeah, it does.
Did someone say blitz?
Yes.
I just had nothing to do, so I just thought.
Hey guys, I'm trying to cook in here.
Sorry, we'll keep it down.
No, speak up.
So he can hear the argument.
I'm about to use the blender and I don't want to miss anything.
Well, you might have to cook for one more because she invited Zach.
What?
Is her mouth filled with
My,
marshmallows
the
again?
Plot like my gravy thicken.
Oh, that look on his face.
There's not an angle to do one's business without a clown figurine staring at you.
Ew.
That's why I sit.
Yeah,
That's why you sit.
You remember the Thanksgiving game when it snowed in Dallas?
It's an eidetic
1993.
memory.
I was so pissed I wanted to shoot my TV.
So was my dad. And then he did.
Oh, wait.
He died when I was 14.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So was the man who owned the local liquor store.
Oh. Oh.
He cried and cried.
Brought in so much
There
money.
you go.
You were never old enough to have a beer with the man.
No, sir. He did try to give me one for my high school graduation, but I was 11 and my mom said no.
Howard's dad is gone. You want to bond with your
You're
stepson?
having one with me.
I never had a beer with my dad either.
Do you mind? We're having a moment here.
Poor Howard.
Sheldon and your dad are bonding and completely ignoring me.
I know how you feel. Sheldon ignored me for a week when he got that Roomba vacuum.
Wow.
I kick it when he's not looking.
Hetty.
What are they doing?
I like it.
Sheldon started talking about how his dad isn't alive anymore, and they were toasting, and I tried to tell him about how sad I was when my dad abandoned.
Zach's here.
Oh, man. Poor Howard. He's really taking it on the
I
chin.
want to hear how sad you are. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Marshmallow. Marshmallow girl.
On Monday, we'll file for the annulment and this marriage will be over.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to sign it.
Zach.
I just think splitting up can be rough on kids.
You have no kids.
We don't have any kids.
Are you sure? Because you didn't know we were married until this morning.
Okay, look, Zach, come on. You know neither of us thought this was real. I mean, we were married by an Elvis impersonator.
Of course it wasn't an impersonator. We could never afford a real Elvis.
Man, he's
You
dumb.
married him instead of me, Good call.
Whenever I mess up, you're right there to make me feel even worse about it.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Yeah, we could have waited till Monday.
Not cool, bro.
Zach.
I'm starting to think you're not the kind of guy I want dating my wife.
Yeah, well, she's not going to be your wife for long.
Oh no, are you dying?
Zach.
About to sign the paper.
Zach. Oh, man.
They say.
Oh. Oh, man.
Not what I expected when you said you were gonna burp pie.
3.1. Oh, my God.
I don't know.
There's the clown that came out of her.
Oh, poor Howard.
Both of you apologize right now.
She's so tiny.
Now they're gonna make fun of her. Oh, God.
It's funny when she's mad.
Oh, jeez.
I think you owe Howard and Bernadette an apology.
I don't know if it's coming.
I'm sorry for my behavior. Now how's about you get us a couple of beers?
She liked that. She liked that so much. Oh, jeez.
Well, I couldn't have done it without my two favorite girls, Martha Stewart and Rachel Ray.
Hey, Sheldon.
I promise next time I get married, it won't be a joke. It'll be for love.
Okay.
Money.
Or money. Cute.
I'm sorry, too.
You're not the worst son-in-law in the world.
Not the worst.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Well, I'm drunk.
Oh, man.
I just vomited on a lot of clowns.
Oh, jeez. And no Mrs. Wallowitz. Still. We'll never see her face. Never. So the Thanksgiving decoupling was between Penny and Zach. Man, I miss Zach. He's so fun. And I'm glad he wound up coming over for Thanksgiving to share some food with friends and family. Penny is his wife after all. And he was so funny once he got there. We gotta make this marriage work for the kids. How do you argue with that? And I feel like I've seen this like Vegas marriage trope a bunch of times now on TV, but each one has done it a little differently, so it's still entertaining each time. And yeah, Penny has no idea she was married to Zach, thought Vegas weddings were just fake, and it did feel like Leonard piled on a little too hard. She was already feeling bad about it, and it felt like he was just harping on the mistake, which was unnecessary. Needling her about it wasn't really helping. And at the same time, I think she understands his insecurities and why this upset him so much. It's just a sucky situation. But yeah, she and Zach were able to get an annulment due to want of understanding, which Penny didn't even know what it meant. Poor Penny. She just wants to understand. And Sheldon, meanwhile, wanted a Thanksgiving with absolutely terrible food, but was forced instead to go to Bernadette and Howard's. And oh my god, he was so whiny about it, comparing his plight to enslaved Africans. Dude, how can you be so smart and so dumb at the same time? Having to go to a big friends and family dinner, it's totally on the same level as being kidnapped and forced to do manual labor, for sure. And if Sheldon was saying it as a joke, it would be pretty offensive, but he actually thinks the two experiences are comparable. How do you deal with somebody who's that delusional? And yeah, he wound up having a good time though, got to connect with Mike as kind of a father figure, started bonding over football. Apparently in his youth, Sheldon was forced to watch before he could do his homework. Like, I get wanting to get your kid into your interests, but poor Sheldon, he just wanted to do his homework. At least it led to him being able to have this bonding experience with Mike. I do think Mike should try to make more of an effort with Howard. I think he and Howard went to Vegas one time instead of fishing. But yeah, I felt so bad for Howard in this episode. He tried to bond with his father-in-law and got made fun of a bunch instead. And yeah, Amy made Sheldon apologize to him and Bernadette, and then he slapped her butt and told her to get them some beers. Jeez. And she looked so happy about it. Just glad to have any sort of physical attention from Sheldon, I guess. Raj wound up making all the food because Howard's mom was upstairs with a severe gout flare-up. We're really never gonna see her face, are we? It's this and the frickin' elevator that I'm waiting for like the series finale to see if we finally get some answers. Some people have also commented that we don't know Penny's last name either, so there's that as well. And it was fun seeing everybody work together to make food, especially with Bernadette shoving marshmallows into her mouth. That was really adorable, and yeah, she was so surprised when she heard about Zach and Penny getting married, and she just turned around with a mouthful of marshmallows. And yeah, we found out at the start of the episode that cow tipping apparently is an urban legend. Sheldon used science to figure out that it's not humanly possible. But okay, what if it's like a calf, and you're like a weightlifter? And Sheldon was saying that's impossible even for Penny, even with her stocky build and lumberjack shoulders. Jeez. I mean, I don't think I would call Penny petite, but she's pretty skinny. And there were more jokes about Penny being an alcoholic, though, and she said the sky was also on its side, so maybe she was the one that was tipped over. Anyway, very, very fun episode. Hope you enjoyed my reaction. We are 2 or 4 weeks ahead over on Patreon, so check that out in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys all next week with more. Bye, friends.